Here is a Panasonic Easa-Phone that I have in my kitchen. This video is once again for Jordan U. So make sure to check out more phones and fans at Jordan U. Anyway, Panasonic Easa-Phone from the 1990s, I believe. Early 1990s, probably 92, 93, but it may have been a little earlier than that. It could have actually been as early as 1990, maybe even 89. The white balance does not want to cooperate right now for some reason, at least through the viewfinder on the camera. I have a caller ID box on top, which is just an AT&T old school caller ID box with a non-lighted display. It says speakerphone, automatic dialer system. That was actually a really neat feature. And it has 15 memory, excuse me, and it says 28 stations. So I think you can shift it or something to get the other number, which is why there's a white section and a gray section. I don't know why. Oh, I guess it's 28 to account for the police and fire instead of 30. Anyways, this phone is as old as I said before, from the 1990s, so it's got to be 20-something years old by now. It works just like brand new. This does take, I believe, 2 or 3 AA batteries for the speakerphone to work, and for the auto redial to work. I'll see if I can demonstrate that. If not, I'll have to explain. There is a switch on top, which I can't really show you because of how the phone is situated with the caller ID box, like that, where you can select off, low, and high for the ringer. And it also has a tone pulse switch. And as you can see, the star key there is for tone. And basically, if you didn't have touch tone service, you would dial whatever number you would want with that switch at the top set on pulse. But then for you to access your banking by phone or whatever else, you would go ahead and hit the star button, which would engage tone mode, and then you could punch in all the touch tone digits you need until you would hang up, at which point it would then revert back to pulse. Over here you have a memo, program, pause, save, and redial button. Your flash button, mute, and hold, they have yellowed slightly over the years, and the speakerphone button, microphone for it included. That's where the speaker is for the speakerphone. I have not cleaned this phone probably ever. It's just here. This is the handset. Like I said, it still works brand new. I have replaced the cord because sometimes it gets stretched out, but it reaches clear across the kitchen without any problem. So I'll go ahead and show you the speakerphone here. I have the volume on it all the way up. You do have to hold the speakerphone button for a second for it to work. Sometimes it doesn't work immediately if you just press it. So I usually just hold it for a second. And another interesting thing is it puts the mute on when you dial. And you'll see it'll go out. Kind of an interesting feature.
Thank you for calling Spice Advice.
The redial. Let me see if I can make it work, and then I'll show you on camera here. The redial, automatic redial, basically what it does, I'll show you what it can do, but it doesn't actually work properly right now. That could be one of 2 factors I'll get into in a moment. If you call a number and it senses that there is a busy signal, it will automatically hang up and wait for, I forget if it was a minute, 3 minutes, whatever, then pick up, and it'll automatically try again, and it'll do that 10 times until it finally just gives up. I will initiate a busy by calling myself. If you watch. Okay, now it's not doing it for whatever reason. There it is. You have to hit redial. Now that click you hear is initiated by my voice over IP service. And you see it waiting now. And I don't know how long it takes until it goes ahead and just picks back up. I know the batteries in it are very weak. I replaced them once, I think, when I moved in, and never again. And they've actually lasted these 10 years. If you don't have batteries in it, this feature will not work. It also won't store the memory. And the speakerphone will not work exactly either. In order for the speakerphone to work, you would have to, I'll go ahead and hang that up. In order for the speakerphone to work, you would have to actually pick the phone up first, then hit speakerphone. It would then engage because it has line voltage. You could hang up and then the phone would work normally. I'm going to go ahead now and call the phone so you hear the ringer. There you go, the Panasonic Easa-Phone from the 1990s. That's about all there is to say about it. It's an excellent phone. It always was. All the buttons work absolutely perfectly, like they always have. I love this phone to death. It's like the best in the world. This is just like the greatest phone ever. I really, really like this one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.